And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the third game of the day here on the EPYSA Game of the Week on your sports network. Today's matchup brings you the Bill Montgomery Real Estate, led by John Simon as head coach. And his squad consists of the following. Number 1, Keelan Simon. Number 2, Clark Diesel Rutledge. Number 3, Blake Figley. Number 4, Tanner Morrow. Number 5, Trip Tiggleman. Number 7, Nick Blackburn. Michael Morrison, and number 8, Jack Barnes. As for Covington, they are led by Dan Grandel. They have been wearing the orange jerseys, and they have a team consisting of the following. Number 1, Luke Inman. Number 2, Cam Grandel. Number 3, Nick Arend. Number 4, Dave Inman. Number 5, Jack Hall. Number 6, Hunter Hupp. Number 7, J.P. McElroy. And number 8, Bryce Giambrone. Today's referee is Matt Warner, calling him right down the middle. And it's going to be gray ball to start this game. So Montgomery Real Estate will start. Oh, excuse me. Let's see what happens here. It looks like Montgomery will start with the ball. Orange ball. Covington will have the ball to start the game. Jack Hall will be inbounding the ball. Looks to be Cam Grandel starting this one off. So we are off. Hall inbounds it. Grandel takes the ball. Calls out the play. Drives to the right side. Takes it. Fires it up. Up and good. So 2 points right off the jump for Covington, courtesy of Grandel. So Tiggleman will inbound it. And it will be Tanner Morrow bringing the ball up for Montgomery Real Estate. Calls out the play. Pick is set. Morrow drives to the bucket. Throws it up. No good. Rebounded by Tiggleman. Puts it up, and it is good. And a tie game. 2-2 your score here early on. Just cracked the bottle on this game between Covington and Montgomery. Jack Hall inbounds the ball. Cam Grandel going to bring it up. Calls out the play. Fires down, tries to get the pass out, and it is Rutledge rolling around on the floor, and he will get the ball. So it'll be gray ball, Montgomery, and great job by Clark Rutledge getting dirty, giving up the body for the basketball. Tanner Morrow runs the point for Montgomery. Calls out the play. Calls out the play. Here comes Tiggleman, double pick. Montgomery has chance. He's going to fire it. Tiggleman on the elbow. Throws it up. No good. Rebounded by Morrow. And this one's going to be out of bounds. So Covington will inbound the pass. Still deadlocked here at 2. Grandel gets the inbounds pass. He's going to dribble up. Three-pointer. Looks to pass. Rutledge in his face. Throws it up. And Nick Blackburn with the interception. He's going to dribble down the court. Great defensive play by Blackburn. Trying to find the baseline. He dribbles it out, and it will be Covington basketball. Jack Hall is going to inbound the ball. That's the Grandel. Quick timeout for equipment malfunction. Blackburn is getting his shoes tied, and we'll be back to action here. So it'll be, once again, Hall inbounding to Grandel. Here comes Cam. Crosses over half court. Gets by Rutledge. He's going to throw it up from the corner. It's up and it's good. 2 points for Covington. 4-2. Now your score. Cam Grandel with 4 points thus far in the game. And Trip Tiggleman with 2 for Montgomery. Here we go. Morrow spreads him out, calls out the play, fires it up. This one, no good. Rebounded by Tiggleman. Blackburn now on the ground, along with Morrow. Morrow trying to get the ball through, and it's going to be called a jump ball. And still going through it, and Rutledge finally comes out with it. So it will be gray ball. So Tiggleman to pass the ball in. They split. Pass into Morrow. Morrow looking. He puts it up. This one off the backboard and out. Rebounded by Jax Barnes. He puts it up. And it's good. Jax Barnes with a big rebound and throws it back up to tie this thing up at 4. Inbound pass to Grandel. Passing the ball in was Bryce Giambrone. Grandel taking that right side. He's looking up. He's going to fire it up. And this one off the iron and out. Rebounded by Hupp. Stolen away. This time it's Rutledge down the right side. Puts it up and no good. Rebounded by Tiggleman. Tiggleman's going to put it up. No good. Rebounded again by, I believe it's Montgomery, and we'll see where they point the ball. It will be orange ball. So Covington will have the basketball with just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Grandel gets the basketball. He dribbles it up court. Passes it away, trying to find, and does find Giambrone. Giambrone puts it up, no good, and it's rebounded by Morrow, and it's going to maintain orange ball out of bounds. So great defense played by both of these teams, known for their scoring, and it'll be Giambrone passing the ball in for Covington. Finds Grandel. Grandel throws up and in, and 2 points for Covington, 6-4 your score now. So Tiggleman now, inbounds pass to Morrow. Morrow's going to bring it up. Looks to his coach for the play. And here it is, Morrow around the corner. He's got wide open space. Trying to find the handle, trying to pass it away. Gets it to Rutledge, and it's a jump ball, and it will be orange ball with 49 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Your score 6-4, Covington. Grandel gets the ball, inbounded to him. Calls out the play. Dribbles down, he's going to throw it up. Ball is up and off the left iron and out. Rebounded by Morrow. Pass to Rutledge. He's got some space in front of him. He dribbles down. He looks up, he throws it up, no good. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes throws it up, no good. And it's Grandel with the rebound, and Rutledge this time gets the basketball. And jump ball or timeout? We will find out. So timeout taken by Covington, and we will take one as well. You're watching the EPYSA Game of the Week on YSN. And welcome back, everybody. Your score after that timeout, 6-4. There is 21 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. A timeout was taken by Covington. That will not result in the jump ball. They will maintain possession. So we will see what's... a little equipment malfunction here. So we will... I think we had a spill of water or something here. So with that, we can tell you we are very thankful of our sponsors, both for Dogs on the Run here in East Palestine. Make sure you check them out for all your needs for essentially gourmet hot dogs, tacos, and ice cream. Check out their delivery service. If you're watching this game, you can have it delivered to you by the time you get home. Call Dogs on the Run in East Palestine today. Also, Simon Automotive, proud sponsor of YSN, all through the network. Simon Automotive on Route 14 in Unity. Call 330-426-CARS, 330-426-CARS. We are back to game action. Cam Grandel with 16 seconds. Covered closely by Rutledge. He puts the ball up, and it is good. And it's an 8-4 advantage with under 10 seconds to go. We're going to pause that clock. Tiggleman passes into Morrow. Morrow's got 6 seconds to shoot. He dribbles up, 4 seconds. He's going to have to put it up. He does, and it's going to be short. We will go to halftime with your score, 8-4, in favor of Covington. We'll be right back on the EPYSA Game of the Week on YSN. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to correct myself. I said we were going into halftime. That was after the first quarter. Got a little excited and ahead of myself. So after the first quarter, it is 8-4. Covington has the lead over Montgomery. And we are about ready to get started here in quarter numero dos. So we will see they will match up against each other. And it will be Montgomery ball to start the second quarter. Looks like matchups are set. Clark Rutledge will pass the ball in. Diesel will pass in to Keelan Simon, seeing his first action of the afternoon. Simon dribbles out to half court. They call out the play. Pick is set. Simon gets around it. Simon looking. Throws it up, and this ball will just bounce off the right rim. Tiggleman puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Covington and stepped out of bounds, so that will be Gray basketball. Simon calling out the plays. So Rutledge will get the basketball to pass it in. Play splits. Gray will maintain possession. Rutledge will pass it in once again. Gets the basketball. Calls for it. Getting around. And that is number 3. That's Blake Figley. Gets the ball stolen off of him. And that is Giambrone. But he dribbles right into Keelan Simon. And it is a dogfight down there at the baseline. And Jack Hall will inbound it for Covington. And coming into the game for Covington is, I'm going to say that's Dave Inman. I'm going to just guess. So Jack Hall will pass it in. Looking around, puts it up, and the ball is intercepted by Clark Rutledge. Rutledge dribbling around, and Bryce Giambrone will be called for a foul. So Rutledge now will pass the ball in. Keelan Simon will be the recipient of the ball. Simon waits. Waits for, they call out the play. Here comes Simon, double pick set. Ball is trying to be put over to Rutledge. Rutledge in the corner, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Rutledge. He puts it back up. This one short, no good. Off Orange, and Montgomery will maintain possession. So Rutledge will pass the ball in. Down 4. Calls for it. Simon underneath the hoop, gets the ball. They're looking to pass away. Tiggleman comes out with it. And a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Inman. So it'll be Clark Rutledge passing the ball in for Montgomery. Passes it into Tiggleman. Tiggleman puts it up from deep, no good. Rebounded that time. A lot of confusion here. Rebounded that time by Hunter Hupp, and Orange will maintain possession. Jack Hall will throw it in for Covington. Bryce Giambrone, the recipient. Dribbles down court, trying to find some space. A lot of confusion on defense right now for Montgomery. They're going to call double dribble, and it'll be Montgomery basketball. So Keelan Simon comes up the court, calls out the play. Jack Hall on defense. Crossover dribble, gets to the lane. Stops, pops, throws it up, off, and Tiggleman recovers. Rebounds, throws it up, no good. Rebounded this time by Giambrone, who steps on the baseline, and that's going to be out of bounds. Gray ball. Rutledge passes it into Simon. Simon's got an open shot, throws it up and in. So Montgomery now within 2, courtesy of Keelan Simon's jump shot off the inbounds pass. Bringing the ball up and half court, and it is a huge collision right there. Nick Blackburn there on defense. So it'll be David Inman throwing the ball in for Covington. Quick instructions. Luke Inman gets the basketball. Looking to pass now. Trip Tiggleman on defense. And Keelan Simon trying to make that pass, and it ball is out of bounds, and it will be Gray basketball. Diesel Rutledge to pass it in once more. Keelan Simon there to accept. Takes the basketball. They're going to call out the set. Simon has the hand up. And he's going to take it around the right side. Gets around Hall. Simon's still looking, and he's closed in on 4-on-1. So a timeout taken by Covington, and it's 8-6 is your score here with 1:11 left at before the half. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back on the EPYSA Game of the Week on YSN. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. With 1:11 left in the second quarter, the score is 8-6. Covington over Montgomery. It will be Covington basketball. Jack Hall will pass it in. Bryce Giambrone. He's going to dribble around. Giambrone crosses half court. Keelan Simon's there, and it's going to be he's going to step on the line, and it will be Gray basketball. Just under a minute now. Ball passed in, and defense has to wait until half court. So we will continue Simon gets the basketball back from Rutledge. Simon calls out the play. Crosses over. And jump ball, and that ball will be awarded to Montgomery. So Hunter Hupp will be the recipient of the inbounds pass. He dribbles up. Intercepted by Rutledge. Rutledge drives the lane. 30 seconds to go. He stops, throws it up, and that ball is off the back of the iron and out. And rebounded by Hall. Trying to get the handle on it. Can he get it before the baseline? And he does. That ball is jump ball, and that will be a Gray basketball. 18.3 seconds to go before halftime. Down 2. Montgomery trying to tie this game up. Keelan Simon gets the ball. He's going to go around his defense. And he's going to throw it up, and a shooting foul is going to be called on Jack Hall, and Keelan Simon will go to the line to shoot 2 for Montgomery. So some quick instruction from Matt Warner where the teams are supposed to stand. And Keelan Simon will be at the line for Montgomery, trying to tie this thing up with 11 seconds to go. He'll have 2 attempts at the free throw line for Bill Montgomery Real Estate. Takes the dribble, looks up, puts it up. That one, no good. So the score remains 8-6. Rebound is ready on this one. Simon at the line. So big opportunity. Keelan John Simon dribbles up. Fires. This ball no good. He gets his own rebound. He's got 11 seconds to shoot. He's got 3 people on him. And the ball is taken away. Clark Rutledge puts it up and just short. Tiggleman puts it up. No good. And that's how this one will come to a close at halftime. 8-6 your score at half. You're watching the EPYSA Game of the Week on YSN. A big thank you to our sponsors, Dogs on the Run, gourmet hot dogs, tacos, and of course ice cream. Have it delivered to you by the time the game is over. Give Dogs on the Run a call in East Palestine. Also, Simon Automotive here in Unity on Route 14. Simon Automotive. Call them today, 330-426-CARS, 330-426-CARS. We'll be right back right here on the EPYSA Game of the Week on YSN. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we come out of halftime, your score is 8-6 in favor of Covington. We will see how this one goes and transpires after halftime. We're ready to get things started here in the third quarter. It will be Montgomery basketball. Keelan Simon going to be passing the ball in. Clark Rutledge. So Clark Rutledge dribbles over to right in the middle of the court. Calls it out. And the ball is taken away, stolen by Cam Grandel. Throws it back up, and this one falls. And it is now a 10-6 game. Rutledge brings it over half court. He's going to break the defense, throws it up and in. So Clark Rutledge now contributing his first basket of the day, and it's a 10-8 ball game. Covington still has that 2-point lead, but it looks like they're starting to figure some things out. Grandel brings it in off the Hall pass. Calls it. Driving the right side. Throws it up, and this one is going to be off the front of the iron, and Jax Barnes makes the recovery. Gets the rebound, driving to the basket. He's going to slow things down a bit. Shoots it up, no good. It's Keelan Simon with the rebound. Simon looking to shoot, throws it up, and no good. A lot of people chasing that rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds, orange ball. So bringing the basketball in, Jack Hall throws it to Grandel. Grandel running down the court. Well, excuse me, slowly walking down the court. Saw Jack Hall running down the court. Grandel in the corner, throws it down low. Nobody home. Orange maintains possession. They're throwing the ball, trying to find some room. And double team called, and Orange will maintain possession. So 10-8 your score here, 4:16 to go in the third quarter. Jack Hall gets the basketball. Hall puts it up. That ball is almost intercepted by Montgomery. Grandel comes away with it. Throws it up, and that one's in. So two more for Grandel, 12-8. And I believe he's still the only scorer here for Covington. 12-8, your score. Ball inbounded. Simon to Rutledge. Rutledge gets over half court, looking for some room. Brings it around. He's got some room, he's got some space, throws it up and throws it in. So there you go, Clark Rutledge makes it a 2-point game once again. Grandel gets the inbounds pass, this time from Inman. Calls the play, dials it up. Ball is stolen. Grandel's going to throw it from 2-point land, no good. Long two, no good. Jax Barnes is going to bring it up. Dribbles it down court, looking to find some room. Puts it up, and this one is going to be rebounded by Grandel. Grandel is going to take it. Left side this time. He's covered up by Clark Rutledge. Diesel with great defense. Grandel passes to Inman. Inman looking for some room. Stolen by Nick Blackburn. Blackburn now dribbling down. He's going to slow it down. Trying to find some room. He puts it up. No good. On the other side, it's Inman, and that's going to be a jump ball, and see where that ball goes. It will be orange ball. So Jack Hall will pass the ball in. Grandel gets it. Already with a 2-point advantage. 12-10 your score. Splits the defense, does Grandel. Looking, firing down. Barnes gets in the way of that pass. Inman recovers. Inman looking for an outlet pass. Grandel's got his hands in there. Jump ball, and it should be gray ball, and will be. So Keelan Simon will take it out for Montgomery. Passes it in to Clark Rutledge. Calls the play. Waits for the pick. There's pick a set. Rutledge gets around it. He throws it up and in. So Rutledge ties it up. 12-12 your score now with 2:12 left to go in the third. Inbounds pass to Grandel. Grandel turns around, calls out the play. Drives to the right side, trying to keep his hands and keep the ball. He keeps possession. Rutledge doing a great job on defense. Grendel trying to keep that thing, and it's Nick Blackburn all over the place. A defensive gem right there by Blackburn. It'll be gray ball. So Keelan Simon will inbound the ball. Passes to Rutledge. Clark Rutledge, the Diesel, bringing it up. Calls out the play. Pick is set. Double pick is set. Rutledge trying to get around. He does. He's got speed. Rutledge looking, trying to find an outlet pass for anybody. Simon's going to take it. And they're going to be calling a travel on Keelan Simon. Great defense right there by Jack Hall on Simon, picking that up. 12-12 game. Just over a minute left in the third quarter. A defensive struggle for both teams. Grendel goes to the left side, cuts back to the right. And it's Nick Blackburn colliding with Grendel. He seems to be all right. So it's going to be inbounds pass. It's going to be orange ball. And a lot of traffic in this immediate area for Inman to pass the ball into. He's got a lot of gray shirts in front of him. Morrow right in front, applying some defense. Great defense. Back. Grendel gets the basketball. So Simon picks it up on defense. Ball is dribbled out of bounds, and it will be a gray ball. Great pickup by Keelan Simon right there as Rutledge lost his man and Grendel was trying to take advantage. This time Rutledge driving down the right side. Pump fakes, throws it up, and off the iron and out. Nick Blackburn trying to get the handle on it, no good. Jack Hall comes down with it. Hall with 26 seconds. He dribbles down, and that ball is going to be stripped away by Montgomery, and that ball is still away. Simon finally comes up with it, and they've got to get back. Simon comes away somehow, dribbling the basketball, puts it down to Rutledge. Rutledge controls it, fires it up, and in and out. Tanner Morrow puts it up, no good. Rebounded, and a jump ball, and that should be an orange ball. So 12-12 your score. Covington has the basketball, 3 seconds to go in the third quarter. They dribble up, and that's how this one should end. Ball's up, no good. And 12-12 your score at the end of 3. We'll be right back right here on the EPYSA Game of the Week on YSN. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of 3, we are deadlocked at 12. This was a matchup that many people were looking forward to see. Two very powerful offenses. And so far, it's been a defensive game. 12-12 your score. We saw almost 70 points with the younger kids this morning. And you can see that defense was the talk of practice all week for both of these coaches, Coach Grendel and Coach Simon, trying to stop each other's offense. So here we go in the fourth quarter. This one will tell the tale. Montgomery still undefeated, and Covington comes in 1-1. Inman will inbound the pass, and it will be Simon, or excuse me, that's Hunter Hupp coming up with a big catch by him. Grandel looking for some room. He's going to throw it up, and this ball off the back iron and out. And Trip Tiggleman going to come out with it. He's going to stop, pop, throws it up off the back of the iron, and coming down with it, Tanner Morrow throws it up off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Simon. He's got some time to shoot it, throws it up, and this time rebounded by Grandel. Grandel takes it on the left side, driving, trying to get around his man. Pick was set. He's going to, at the elbow, throw it up, and that one's good. So 14-12, courtesy of Cam Grandel throwing it up and in. Simon gets the inbounds pass. 5:15 to go in the ball game. Simon looking for some room. Spin move, takes it himself. He puts it up and off the front of the iron and out. And this one's going to be a jump ball, and it should be Gray. So Bill Montgomery Real Estate has the basketball. Good defense by Tanner Morrow right there, keeping possession. And it'll be Diesel throwing the ball in deep and around. And it's Grandel who gets the breakaway. Grandel puts it up and no good. And rebounded by Trip Tiggleman. He's going to take the ball. He's got wide open spaces. He puts it up, and this one in and out of the basket. Rutledge this time gets a rebound. Over the basket, no good. Grandel, and there will be a foul called on Tanner Morrow. Whew. It's a good game. 14-12, 4:30 left in the fourth quarter. Covington has the basketball. Grandel dribbling it towards half court. Looking to find some room. Goes to the left side, spins around, trying to get past Rutledge. Nothing doing. Grandel still looking for it. Passes it away. Hunter Hupp, Simon in his face. Hupp looking to pass it. And it's Rutledge who gets the ball, and it should be orange ball. And is. Great defense right there by Clark, the Diesel Rutledge. Getting the jump ball. That might be useful later on in this game. Giambrone passing it in to Grandel. Grandel gets around the left side. Spins around, trying to get around Rutledge once again. Does this time. Gets the right corner, puts it off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Tiggleman. And this one is brought back to Grandel. Grandel's going to bring it back all by himself, being opposed by Simon, and that'll be a foul called on John Simon. Or excuse me, Keelan Simon. Giambrone passes the ball in. Grandel. Grandel crosses over. Crosses over again. Gets in the lane, puts it up, and this one is good. So the score now reads 16-12. Montgomery has some work cut out for him here to get back in this game. Keelan Simon gets the basketball. Drives. He's got some open lane. He throws it up, and no good. Off the iron, and they're going to call orange ball on this. Grandel gets the basketball once again. Crossover dribble. He's going to get down in the lane. He's going to put it up, and this one is going to go in. So Grandel starting to take over once more. 18-12. Covington lead. Montgomery basketball. Here comes Simon, bringing it up to half court. Spins around, looking for some room. He's got coverage. He throws it up and off the right iron. Brought down by Tanner Morrow on the rebound, and it'll be Gray ball. Montgomery Real Estate keeps possession. Clark Rutledge looking around, trying to find some room. Passes it over to Simon, wide open to shoot. Puts it up off the front of the iron. Morrow tries as he might, but nothing doing, and they're going to have to back it up until half court. 18-12 your score, just under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Grandel bringing the ball up. Gets right past him, throws it up, no good, rebounded this time by Grendel. Passing it away, trying to get it to Inman. Morrow takes it. He's got wide open. He puts it up and no good. Gets the rebound. Does Morrow. Trying to get it to Tiggleman and does. It's a dogfight down there, and it's a jump ball, and it should be gray ball, and is. Actually, it's going to be orange ball, is what they're going to call it. So Montgomery will get back. Grendel with a minute 30. Dribbles it up. Pass Rutledge, trying to find that elbow, throws it up, no good, and it'll be orange ball. Simon didn't know where his feet were, just going after the ball. So Giambrone to pass it in. Passes it in, and Tanner Morrow gets a breakaway here. Just a minute to go, down 6. Rutledge cuts in, puts it up, and no good. Rebounded by Morrow. Then to Simon. Simon trying to get around. Covers up the ball. Hands off to Rutledge. Rutledge gets around. Trying to find some space. Puts it up, no good. And off orange should be a gray ball, and is. 40 seconds left. Down 6. Montgomery Real Estate has their work cut out for him. Pass to Trip Tiggleman. Tiggleman puts it up, and this one's no good. Rebounded by Grendel, and this one, the clock just ticking away. Drip and dry. Grendel. Crossover. Throws it down to Giambrone. No good, and out on gray. It'll be orange ball. So 24 seconds left. Your score 18-12 here on the YSN Game of the Week for EPYSA. Giambrone passes it in. Trying to find some space. Dribbling it around. Passing it over. Keelan Simon with a breakaway. He's got some room, and he gets the ball stripped away from him, and it's Rutledge. And Simon's going to take a timeout with 11 seconds to go. We will as well. You're watching the EPYSA Game of the Week on YSN. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get underway for the final piece of this fourth quarter. 18-12 your score, 11 seconds on the clock, and Montgomery Real Estate has the basketball, down by 6. They're going to need a couple of big buckets here. Keelan Simon passes it in. Clark Rutledge getting across. He's going to drive the lane. He puts it up off the backboard, no good. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and that's going to be a jump ball with 2 seconds left, and it looks like Montgomery is going to come up just short on this one. So both teams will have 2-1 records. Grendel gets the basketball. He's going to throw it from half court, and no good. So your final score, 18-12 in favor of Covington. Both teams 2-1. We'll see you next week right here from the East Palestine Elementary School Gymnasium. Take care, everyone.